Morning, everyone. It's the Listing League final week. Thank goodness, everyone says. Thank God that's over. It's hopefully provided a little bit of motivation for everyone and a little bit of realisation for yourself. I think, like I've said before, don't compare yourself to other numbers. Comparison is the theft of joy. But be realistic with what you're doing. What's affected it, how you can put it right. My numbers over the last few weeks have been very poor, and they're horrendously poor this week. There are reasons for it. I'm being distracted by other stuff, but hopefully I should be able to get the focus back this week. And I would say that this week's quite an important week because it's half-term week. And according to Liz Cummins, this is the week where a lot of mums, maybe dads, I don't want to be sexist about this, a lot of mums will think about getting little bits for Christmas. It's a little bit of time before it starts getting mad. So if you're going to, I always think like Q4 starts in September, you start to ease yourself in. Really kind of, you should get listing in October. November is kind of like foot to the floor time in regard to listing. So yeah, we're coming up to November. Oh well, we've got a week left of October, so all's not lost regarding my pathetic listing numbers. Sales been all right though. I thought I'd share some sales with you, and I thought maybe we might do a little bit of a longer stream. Who knows? We've got 5 people in. Fantastic 5. Is that Ian? Has he changed his name? It's what Shell used to do. She was Shelster Rooney, Shelster something Jewelry. I couldn't keep up with it. I'd never changed my name. Oh, I did, didn't I? I got reminded I was the Vinegar Jar on Georgie's channel yesterday. And I was like, cool, that was a while ago. He seemed to think it was only a year ago. I think it was longer than that. Who knows? Fane Simon, good to see you. Rosie Marsden. Hello. JPK. Hello, Ali. Richard sent his numbers in. He's kicking ass, as usual. And Pete Retro is in. So let me share some sales I was glad to get rid of. So the week is the 13th and 19th we're talking about. What's sold in that week? Let's have a look. This sold. Oh, hello. I've got 2 notifications on eBay just come up. Let me just check what they are. Oh, someone's paid. And I got a new message. Who's paid for what, when? What's happened? All right. It was a broken camera for recording geocaching. A broken camera. It sold for £15. It cost me about £1 or something. So that's all right. Right. So this sold. I had 2 of these. Let's see if I can share this. It's a Spectrum. And the thing with these Spectrums is, and a lot of these old computers, you can get them and you don't have the power supply. And sometimes the power supply is just like a standard power supply, but this one isn't. It's the Black Plus 2. So I picked up one of these. I forget how much I paid. And then I got another one. I'm probably paying over the odds for it. And then I got one with a power supply. I was like, thank God for that. I can test the other 2. And so that one sold. £80. Really good price considering it hasn't got a power supply. And when it got to the bloke, he said, there's no sound on it and the reset button doesn't work. But he was a very reasonable guy. I rang him up and had a nice chat with him. He was a Scottish guy. He kind of like a lot of these old computer, nerds. They're quite friendly, really, as long as you have a decent chat with them. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I just turned it on, powered it up, make sure the keys were working. The tape recorder was playing, but I said it may not load games. And I suggested a refund to him because, obviously he had another one and he was going to take one from the other and put it in. And, he was capable of doing it. So I just gave him a 10% refund. I mean, it's sold. I think it had I'd normally put an 8% coupon. I don't think that's sold with the coupon. I think it was at the start of the month where I hadn't renewed it. So I was quite happy to do that anyway. Right. Don't be bitter about it. Be bitter about what? So this is the thing with I talk about something and then I can't remember what I was talking about 2 minutes ago. So there's that one. I've sold a couple of big plushies, which you may be into. This one. Where are we? Big old Donkey Kong. Buyer's note, many thanks. Look at this monster. I put it in two big eBay poly mailers. It looked like a trussed up chicken. It did. It was all kind of like, it could have been a chicken in there or a turkey. So that went. I was pleased that I would have picked that up for £1, I think, £1 or £2. So again, 19 quid. It was sitting around for quite a while actually. I was glad that was gone. And then another one went. I sold some mini discs, 10 mini discs for 18 quid, free post. Normally about £1.50 each to £2. This sold. This is quite a nice sale. This sold for 190, I think. It went on an offer. I've had it quite a while. I got a whole load of mini trick stuff, and a lot of it was bought for like a few pounds each. A lot of the carriages, but the locomotives, there were 4 locomotives, and they were £50 each. It's the guy I used to get the boxed Hornby off, and I was hassling him for stalking him for 2 years, going, please, can you bring it to the boot fair? I'll come round to your house if you want. And he was, for some reason, he was just avoiding me and didn't seem to want to do the deal. But I got some stuff off him eventually. So he always had really good stuff, like new stuff. Apparently it was his dad or something. It was weird. He used to sell loads of Hornby stuff, which I think has gone now. And he had motherboards as well. And he was the guy I bought a load of CD rewritables, thinking they were DVD rewritables. I was so annoyed at that boot fair because I think I missed out on a load of Hornby stuff. And then I went to him. He was this kind of guy who you just occupies your mind. You think he's there. So someone else had got a load of Hornby stuff off him. And I got there and then got these CDs, and then I realised they were the wrong thing. So it's like quite annoying. Getting it wrong all over the place. I sold some of those football shirts I got on the pickup the other day. I bought the whole lot. It was under 20 quid, so I've sold an Arsenal top for £10. And then there were a couple of other ones. Did they go the week before? Let's have a look. 2 Arsenal shirts have gone, and one of the Dutch ones, one for £10, one for £20, and one for £12.99. One of them's got post, one hasn't. So I've still got. I forget how many tops there were. I've got at least 5 left, 5 or 6 left, and I've already tripled my money. So that is very nice. And the posters that sold, Pete sent me a message telling me that Double Impact was a great film. So again, the box of, a bin bag of posters. That one sold for 40. Me rushing around trying to find a tube. And then I had another one. The Double Impact one, which I think I showed you. So people love the old Van Damme. This one sold for 20 quid. difficult to price them really, but you know, they were kind of like just a stab in the dark pricing, and paid off. Apart from that, what else was I sold? I sold that Xbox. I think I spoke about that last week on the Tuesday. That's gone. That went for 100 quid. A few DSs and Sony PlayStation, Citadel minifigures, and the other big plush that I sold, which again would have been picked up for about £1 or something. This went, I think it might have gone on an offer. And again, look ridiculous when you pack it, but all good fun. Right. Right, catch up with everyone saying hello to everyone else. Hello, Robin. Hello, Kath. Happy Tuesday. Did she say Happy Tuesday? She did say Happy Tuesday. Hello, Pat. Good to see you. And Andrea. The thing is, I'm not doing the Mondays anymore. Well, I will get back to it. Just, you know, as soon as someone starts up on Monday morning, I'll be back. I don't get yeah, cool sales. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, a few other bits and bobs in there as well. I don't get a chance to talk about reselling, and not lots going on in reselling apart from if you're in the States. And Faye and Simon put me onto this. And it's the whole hoo-ha. I don't know how many people are talking about it in the UK, but the whole hoo-ha about what's his chops? Rockstar Flipper, Casey, has basically did a video, and it's all it's like all blown up because it is the content of it is all about there's some woman reseller who I don't really know, and Chris, what's his chops from Daily Refinement. This is very interesting. So, you know, grab the popcorn, watch it all. Try not to let it occupy your time. But what do you make of it all? It's quite interesting watching the chat because, like I say, best not to get involved really. Just watch it at a distance. You know, have a catch up 10 minutes at the end of the day to see what the latest is. But very much with the, you know, I hope he's right. I mean, to start that sort of thing, I would say, why would you do it? And then you're never going to convince people who are into that daily refinement. They don't tend to want to hear or think about. I can see there's lots of positives for that, definitely. I've watched a lot of his videos. Set goals, be consistent, sort out your sourcing, sort out your source, you know, sourcing links and stuff. But then again, he's making lots of money out of it, you know, for as I can see, stating the obvious. And that's only my opinion. And I love to hear people's opinions. What I worry about is a lot of people follow it. It's like this closed mind thing, and they're in a group, and it's that group pressure. I worry about that really, and the whole vibe of that group. And you know, people say some people love it, and I can understand. Good luck to them. Some people, you know, if there's any sort of hint of not even criticism, just sort of like, you know, think on this guy's, it's like £35 a month. It's you know, when you're reselling, it's a lot of money. They'll just like totally go nuts. But there you go. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know what's going to happen with that, because there's this whole hoo-ha about, you know, that video was published. Then I think some videos were taken down on Chris's site, but that don't mean anything. But it's certainly entertaining, you know, for the rest of us over here who just want a bit of light relief on the reselling front for 10 or 15 minutes at the end of the day. it's a good watch, isn't it? So yeah, it is. I don't think you can really say he's right or he's right or yeah, he definitely did that. No one knows, you know, and we will see. Right, had a few more people. I see James is coming, so let me just go back and get to him. Always good to see James. It's funny, you know, who you draw inspiration from, because a lot of people draw inspiration from daily refinement, obviously, but will pay for the privilege. I get a lot of inspiration from just, you know, not necessarily through a one-to-one chat, just the whole approach of, yeah. And James is one of those people, so positive, and I can see, you know, I can see he's kind of like, you know, he's inspired Richard to be more positive, and you know, with the reselling as well. And there's other local resellers who are good, you know, just a good, honest chat. He's always good. Hello, Neil. Good to see you. Let me turn my wireless keyboard on. So, sorry, were you on the phone? Yeah, like I say, I think it was Simon who mentioned it in one of their videos, and yeah, it's crazy, really. Did you go to Bolton? All this talk of community, when in reality we're just a bunch of two-faced. Well, you know, you will find your you will find good people and good advice is out there. There are people who are happy to share and won't pay for the privilege. You know, eBay is not that hard. It's pretty obvious, really. And it's at the level you want to do it. I don't think you should ever. People should never take advantage of people wanting to achieve something that's not that difficult to achieve. But you know, if people do get value out of it, and like I say, as a reseller, 300, what would 35 times 12 be? £420 in a year straight away. I think, oh, that's probably, you know, between 1,000 and 1,500 worth of eBay sales. Yeah, probably 800 to £1,000 worth of eBay sales. So I hope it's worth it. You know, yes, you may have well been advised things like set goals, you know, focus, streamline your process, be efficient. But couldn't you found that out anyway? Yeah, it was interesting. Comments in his videos were very supportive. Then came the daily refinement videos, and I got a sense of that. That I think a lot of Casey's replies were a little bit reactionary, but I definitely got the vibe that this whole tribe was just like circling on him, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. So yeah. He's recorded his first ever boot sale. Maybe a little tease here. Maybe a video might have to be made. Oh, please make a video, please. I would enjoy it so. The Northern Sights. I couldn't care less about American drama series. Tell it like it is. Thanks, Pete. Like I say, you know, just keep it to 10 minutes. I've talked about it for 20 minutes already. It did indeed. Yeah, it all looked very, very strange. I mean, I kind of like, you must never let your focus go on reselling, and it's a bit like if you're at the boot fair and something happens, you know, you've got to be in the zone, and not, you know, there's a lot of noise. There has to be something to it, surely. No one says stuff like that without an ounce of credence. Surely not in the US. Well, I thought that. God, I thought it's one place you don't want to be saying things. It's over there. Lawsuits, a drop of a hat over there. Time will tell, I would guess. Yeah, Jack, don't worry, mate. I've made a slight guess at your numbers. We'll get onto the numbers now. We waited in the car until the rain stopped. I was looking for your knees, though, James. I was looking for your knees, knobbly knees. Topped off with particular needing emergency dentist visit this morning. Ooh, not nice. Right, let's get to the bottom of this. Knee wear out, Kathy. But myself and Dave went home when the rain happened. He's getting his knees out. Yeah, I agree with that. I've had the good fortune. I closed my local car boot sale down. I've had some good fortune. I closed my local car boot sale down. Interesting. Please tell me more. Is Mark the anti-car boot person? He's like the anti-flipper. It's all about Bolton. I'm going to change the name of this stream to the Bolton information on Bolton. Oh, was it your other half chat? Well, I hope she's better now. Yes. If the info I'm getting is not free, it no longer feels like the same community. Yeah, too right. Yeah, I bought the land where the sales were trading from. He's like the Grinch, the reselling Grinch. I can't keep up. Well, it turned into these wonderful walks around the lakes and other places. Yeah, anyway, let's get on to numbers. Where are the numbers? Let's move me over here. And there we go. That's that. And do the slideshow. Loading. And let's tell you all about everyone's week. Now, what am I doing? I've got to present, share screen. Here we go. We're in the white room. So it's week 7. Last week, thank goodness. And I've had last 3 weeks have been like a bit crazy for me. But yes. Yes, I saw Jack's pickups. A whole load of Game Boy, those square little Game Boys, and one with that like black tattooedy thing. Absolutely amazing. He left 10 consoles at the store. But yeah, great. Yeah, go and check out Instagram. Fantastic. Right. Let's get this over and done with. Me, I only listed 14. Terrible. But I knew it was going to be bad, and it was. But I did sell 34. You know, it's very strange. I can list 70 and I can list 14. Or I think I did about 25 last week. And the number I sell is still around about 34. What do I put it down to? What does the guru say? The guru says what it's down to is how popular my stuff is, how much of it I list, and the price I list it at. So if you have really popular stuff and you're pricing it well, it will sell in great quantity and very, very fast. Supply and demand. I think this season Tales of Pete is relegated on the listing league. Some of these comments, I mean, I'm not quite, getting my head around, but yeah, I'll just say, yeah, quite right. Luke is the guy who gets all the good stuff around here. And I think he's taking it fairly easy, although obviously doing a lot more than me. Quality over quantity, Pete. Yes, very true. Quality over quantity. But if you can get quality and get a lot of it, that's very good as well. Everybody's talking about Bolton. He sold 57. So that will be all gaming, bits and bobs, small electronics. All priced very well. He's got the supply, you see. Very nice. Right, here we go. We're into Insta now. Get into the comments. And do let me know how your week has been in the chat as well. AC Global Reselling. So listed 34. One short of 5 a day. Aiming for 5 a day, I think. Which is great to hear those goals, whatever they are. I'm well down on my goals. Oh my God. I mean, I'm going to have to turn it around in November. And my goal is just to get a little bit clearer. Because the one thing, I mean, numbers are down, but I've actually sourced some really nice stuff. Which again, it's a little bit boring for those who are not into it. But there's an Acorn A5000 down there, and 2 Archimedes computers with keyboards. And I've got to find some good boxes for them, but they are very nice pickups. So I've got to make an AV cable, so I can test it. Look at this. I ordered these the other day. 2 of these, which are little 9-pin jacks, and I've got a 6-core electric cable coming, and I'll be soldering one to the other and making a little AV lead, which I'll plug one end into a monitor and the other end into there and see if they work. All good fun. Hopefully it'll be worth the money. Should be worth the money. Good money, those, if they're working. Even good spares and repairs. Right, Shrinky Dinky back down. So 15. So, yeah, AC always talks about the conversion rate in terms of like items is sold this week, items is listed. So it's listed more this week, but still sold about the same. And it's weird how to break that habit of I always seem to sell about the same. Well, it's because you always source the same stuff and you always list it at the same price, and you always list roughly the same amount. I mean, my numbers, still sold 34, 35-ish. I imagine if I carry on listing like less than 20, that number will go down. But if I give it a boost, I might sort of sell, I don't know, between 40 and 50. These things are quite gradual. Oh, it's not worth going to Bolton. I've never been to Bolton. Have I been to Bolton? No, I've never been to Bolton. I've been to Leeds. I was terrified. Absolutely terrified. I was up there when I was 17. Thought we were going to die. Well, it is a very specific cable for an Archimedes, which I doubt you'd have. It's not a standard. It's a 9-pin. I think it's like a D pin or something. And it wouldn't be the standard one. Like your red, green, and blue go from one pin on one to another, like a completely different pin on the other one. I'm getting technical here, but there we go. But thanks, Neil. I thought I'd have one, but the one I got had 3 rows of pins. Completely different thing. Ian. What's his name now? Shabatar. It's like Shalimar. I've not gone into great detail, but it's listed 41 and he sold 24. And he's told me to enjoy my weekend. And Well, I'll enjoy next weekend, definitely. Why you have to make the cable? Because it's a very specific cable, and you can't source it on eBay. I did look on eBay. Archimedes video cable, BBC Archimedes video cable. No, nothing in there. I thought there might be like a SCART converter or something. I've got one for old Amstrad, which I bought, but not this one. But there's this old tech channel, and it'd be quite easy to do. It's just like soldering 5 little wires to those pins. Easy peasy. Oh, hello. What's Jack got here? He's gone and found, look at that. He's gone and found one. yorkav.co.uk. Now, of course, I can't copy this until I go into YouTube. So I'll go into YouTube. I'm going down a rabbit hole. Right. Yeah, I could get that. Look at that. But in actual fact, it's going to cost me half that to make it, and I've already ordered the stuff. But thanks, Jack. He found it like that. There's me looking all over eBay and doing Google searches. It will take me about 5 minutes to make, so it's not that complicated. Ian, what did you sell? Oh, it's okay. Just explained. Archimedes. Jack, you're just too good. You're just too good. What can I say? Well, he wasn't there the other day. Richard. Name that comedy series. Anyone? Richard. Grand prize of absolutely nothing to the first person who gets it. No one's got it. Richard has listed 40. Yes, Ali. Mrs. Bucket Bouquet. And it's keeping up appearances. Very good. Which we tend to go through spates of watching quite a few of those. The boys love them. It's strange. They love it. It's the sort of thing Liz always puts on, is like comedy from the 80s, like sitcom comedy. Not the sort of stuff I'd ever watched at the time, but it is very, very good. He's only gone and sold 73, which is, yeah, you know, always like that sold number being more than the listed number. I mean, even I managed it this week. It's been a really good week. That's good. Quite a few big ticket sales have gone out. Excellent. He's enjoyed the listing league. I hope you bring it back next year. Yeah, I will do. Like I say, it doesn't actually bring in the viewers, but I'm very glad that the people who do watch it find it helpful to like 30 people. I'd much rather do that than have 3,000 watching. So thank you very much, Richard. Very kind of you. Robin. My listing league numbers for the 13th to the 19th are 35 listed, 5 a day. Managed to keep listing at 5 a day. So that is good. Yeah, get them done early, I think. You know, get on it early and get your goals done early doors. Sold 14, almost the complete turnaround to my numbers. Also managed to tweak some listings too on top of that. Yeah, very important to try and get it right first time. Like, be realistic with your price first off. So, yeah. I love watching Patricia Routledge. She used to be on... what did she? She was on Victoria Wood, wasn't she? Our early Instagram days, I thought I was having bangs with another reseller when they did an Ask Me Anything. Having bangs with another reseller. Is that some sort of modern lingo that I don't know? So having a bit of aggro, is that what that means? Richard. We should start saying that every time we see him. Richard. He's taking the car to the garage this morning, so he isn't around. But he's bossed it this week. Nice one, Richard. Hi, Di. Got your numbers coming up. You come in just in time. I asked if they had a brother-in-law called Ondlo. I won't say who it was. Oh, Bants. I see. Gotcha. Banter. Top banter. Also managed to tweak. So we're back to Robin's numbers. Managed to tweak some listings, which is good to do that on a regular basis. Like I said, I'll try and do 10 a day. Improved sales figures compares to previous week, which was a mix of newer items listed and some that have been listed for a while. I just need to keep 5 a day, listing wise. Yes. Keep to a good minimum level and go from there. Ali Mac. Listed 50. Excellent. Sold 35. 5 a day, every day. No, well, I don't know. It could be 35 in one day and nothing for 6. Thanks for doing the Listing League. Kept you motivated. Excellent. And hopefully you'll just, I always can't stress enough that it is about looking at your own numbers and realising what you do. You can't look at anyone else's. But it's always good to hear how people's weeks have been and the trials and tribulations. There's that Retro Pete. How's it going? I've got some numbers. He's only gone listed 28 listed. And he's sold 26. He's had 4 non-payers, 4 non-blondes, 4 non-payers. Or cancellations. I'm getting more now in quarter 4. It does happen. I've got to return for those tarot cards, but she's not sent them yet. And I tell you, the day it gets where she's gone over the limit, I'm on eBay. Say close the case. I'll be on it like that. £70 sale that was for a £5 item. My kind of sale. And I've had a pair of platform Converse, which was another good sale, 40 quid, I think, for a £5 pickup. They don't fit. So, yes. Would I do a league table so everyone could see their overall numbers for the full time? No. I don't think I will, because I'm sure that you could go back through the weeks and add it all up. But I'm a little bit busy at the moment. But maybe next time, Ali, next year, I'll keep a running total. But I don't really want to go back and sit through 7 videos and add it all up or sift through loads of messages. But thanks for the suggestion. What I will say is, and I've said it already, please everyone, just keep monitoring your own numbers and be realistic with what you're listing, because that's what will help on eBay. Is that the last one? Oh no, we've got Faye and Simon. How could we ever forget them? I missed Ian off the other week because I got to Jack and then thought that was the end. Morning, Pete. Thanks for doing the Listing League. But like Poshmark UK, it's over. Was anybody on Poshmark? I was watching Shelster Rooney, and she was a few sad people. It looked like they're in mourning because Poshmark has finished. I think it was mainly a clothes thing. And I don't do a lot of clothes, although I've been doing a lot for football shirts recently. So has it affected anyone? Hasn't affected me at all. Hello, Jason. Good to see you. Yep, Listing League wouldn't be accurate without me being missed off another week. Well, I think I'm doing all right this week. Obviously, we've had people being missed off, people being repeated, people with wrong numbers, and microphones not being plugged in. But I might have just got the perfect stream this week. Who knows? We were on PM, yes. Prime Minister? We were on PM. Oh, Poshmark. See, I was talking about it 2 minutes ago. Don't know what I'm talking about 2 minutes later. I've only got listed 86. They really have pulled their finger out compared to previous weeks. I know they definitely weren't up there. They're getting on it for Christmas. They've sold 31. 31 of your finest breakables being chucked out the window. Fantastic. Opened our account, unlocked live selling, and then waiting for it to launch, and then it all went to the wall. And that is the last one. Now, Jack, he didn't submit his numbers. Jack has been doing hundreds of sales and listings every week. And I think what it was this week, what happened was, so, if you wanted to pick, like, who's got the best numbers in the listing league, it would be Jack. But he's kept this week's quiet because he had 5,000 returns. So 5,000 returns is actually like a minus 5,000. So Ali's talking about, can we get a total for the whole of the 7 weeks? Jack's actually on a minus number. Could you believe it? So we've all listed more than Jack. And if you believe that, you'll believe absolutely anything. There we go. Jack, I'm sure, has been busy despite going to the dentist, and has been picking up some great stuff. Check out his Insta. And I'm sure right up to Q4, he'd be really, really busy looking. He's been terrible. All those 5,000 returns that you got. And, the discs when they went out were perfectly polished. They've come back scratched up and, cracked and everything. Unbelievable. Hello, wisdom to the wise. This is what we all need. Some wisdom to the wise. New name, always like a lurker. I'm hoping to make 1K of sales within the next year. Is that items or is that value? Do let me know. Can anyone recommend me some tax return software? Loads of people use that. What's that tax return software that everybody uses, especially when they're VAT registered? QuickBooks. Use some QuickBooks. £1,000 worth of. Oh, I see what you're saying here. I think that's £1,000 worth of cash, because £1,000 is the limit for personal items. But then again, do bear in mind, if you're buying with the purpose of to sell and make a profit, that is classed as a business. But I'll leave it to you to find out. Must have only listed 300 this week. I couldn't face the backlash. Yeah, Jack, he's only listed 300. I know my sales is 270. Has been changing so much around. Yeah, busy doing other stuff. We all know he's busy. We all know he's really busy. QuickBooks is amazing, and using Boffix as your accountant, as they're well in. Is that Aaron? I know. A couple of years ago, Aaron was on a lot of streams. Or is that something else? Yeah, it doesn't do your return for you. Obviously, you've got to keep track of what you're buying, what you're selling. How much is QuickBooks? I just, maintain it on templates and stuff. But it is Aaron. Yeah. I thought it might be. Yeah, nice guy, Aaron. So if you want to talk to anyone, talk to Aaron at Boffix. He has got a YouTube channel, I think. I can't remember what it's called. I'm probably subscribed, but there you go. What's everyone got planned for the rest of the week? What have I done? I'm 44 minutes. I'm keeping the boys from playing Minecraft. Some of them will be. 2 of them will be playing it on the Xbox downstairs, and one of them want to come up here and play it on this. So they're probably chomping at the bit. So the longer I'm on, the more annoyed they'll get. Just a few quid a month. QuickBooks. I've been a subscriber for a while. Just had a name change. Well, thanks for the comment. Always nice to get a comment. Right, I better go because they will be like wanting to kill me. Have a great week, everyone. Like I say, I'll probably be back on YouTube unless something absolutely amazing happens that I have to tell the reselling community. I'll be back in the new year. I'm getting on the reselling listing for November, because you really do have to hit it in November. By the time December comes around, you kind of miss the bus. So yeah, I hope you all have a good week and have a brilliant Q4. This is the time where you really need to get moving. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. Take it easy, everyone. See you later.